Hello everyone, and welcome to my Week 6 presentation on GPA and PSML. In looking at GPAs, or General Public Administration concepts, one topic I found interesting throughout the MPA program was the concept of fiscal and monetary policy. Fiscal and monetary policy are the means by which the government deliberately affects the economic market with the goal of stimulating the economy, and this is to be used in periods such as recession or some other form of economic decline. Right-side conservatives would argue that the government should not interfere with the economy, whether it's doing good or bad, but rather take a laissez-faire approach, which trusts the economy to be self-correcting. Supporters for this approach are often the top 1% of society, the very wealthy who can afford to wait through economic downturns. On the other hand, the other 99% would, of course, prefer a more liberal approach and actually look for the government to step in and provide this type of stimulation. People on the left are who monetary and fiscal policy were initially designed for, although it doesn't always seem that way. This leads to another GPA concept of inequality. And even with the monetary and fiscal policy being intended for the benefit of the 99%, history has shown that that's not always the case. The wealthy have powerful influence in politics, and we often find that the fiscal and monetary policy can slip under their influence. For example, the government bailout measure of the Great Recession in 2007 and 2008 was designed to be a Keynesian attempt to trickle down economics. But instead it further messed things up because banks and businesses kept the monies rather than reinvesting into the communities. The fact is that America is a capitalistic society. The wealthy are interested in oligarchies of more wealth and will continue to leave less and less to the rest of society unless there could be some drastic changes. The measure of inequality in America, and many other countries across the world for that matter, is steadily increasing the gap between rich and poor. Some might argue that it even is dissolving the middle class altogether. One PSML, or Public Service Management Leadership concept to consider, is transformational leadership. Redistribution, or any form of policy that might result in economic equality, is not really in the interest of the wealthy, because if everyone is rich, then no one is. The economic divide in America is largely by design, and it would take transformational leadership in the federal government to begin a change in inequality. Transformational leadership, whether it be managers in an organization or governmental figures, identifies the needed change and transforms individuals they lead towards acquiring that change. Unlike transactional leadership, which appeals to followers' self-interest, transformational leadership appeals to followers' moral values and raises consciousness of issues to motivate change. Lastly is the PSML concept of values-based leadership. Values-based leadership has the potential to bring valuable contributions to society. Values-based leaders aim to enrich the lives of the individuals they lead, to build better organizations and ultimately a more just and caring world. 5 practices of value-based leadership are model the way, inspire a shared vision, challenge the process, enable or invite others to act, and encourage the hearts. In a nation with increasing demands for social and economic equality, it's important that government leaders at all levels, federal, state, and local, are able to demonstrate ethical values and create equal opportunities for citizens. We essentially rise by lifting others. Thank you and have a blessed day.